No, go ahead, go ahead. Relax. Good? Okay. Okay, we're back. So up next on the agenda, we do not have any new business, so we will now move to public comment on matters not on the agenda. If there's an item not on the agenda, please come up. That's you. Come on up. And please state your name and address for the record. I gotta tilt it down.
Susan Gulliford, Hunt Club Road. Do you need the spelling? Since you have the RFP going out for the rescue squad this week, I think they're coming in.
It's on.
Yeah, it's on.
Okay. I had a couple of questions. First of all, since I was home, I had a chance to look at the Fitch report, and I'm amazed at how good our rescue squad is. I mean, the hundreds of hours they put in, and that's not even including, I used to dispatch them years ago, so I already knew they were really good. Now, I looked at the 50-plus page report, and a lot of the comments and recommendations weren't directed to the rescue squad, which I'm sure you're aware of, but they were directed to Somerset County Dispatch, Somerset County 911, HTPD, and Hillsborough Township. So the entire report, I guess, covered every part of dispatching the rescue squad. It's nice to have the dispatchers recognized. I had a few questions. The ambulances, it said, are actually owned by the township, and there was a couple items about maintenance concerns and regulations mentioned. So that's something, the township owns them and the property, so that's something that would fall back on the township, correct?
I'm going to turn it over to the attorney first because we're in this RFP process, so I'm not sure.
With respect to the RFP process, I would advise the Township Committee not to answer any questions regarding the actual RFP because I don't want to compromise that process that's out there. Now, your question, however, relates to...
The report states the ambulances are owned by the township.
Correct.
The report, the Fitch report from 2014, makes recommendations about maintenance and replacement of the ambulances. My question is, since they're owned by the township, that's something the township would handle under like the capital expenditure, something along that line?
I don't understand. It depends what the RFP process reveals and who the successful bidder is and who ends up taking that position.
Oh, okay.
Are you talking about going forward or historically?
Well, I was talking about, well, possibly going forward, yeah.
But
I mean, I was looking at historically.
Historically, we have owned the
Yeah, I
vehicles,
guess
and we
historically,
purchased them.
since that's what they were discussing, that there was maintenance things that maybe hadn't been done as often as needed. And I thought, well, they're owned by the township, but it's in a report about the rescue squad. So it is something that the township would take care of maintenance or a replacement of an ambulance or
Well, it depends on the item.
historically.
Historically, but not...
It depends on the...
Depends on the item.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Delcor's right. Yeah, if it was capital items, we've historically taken care of that, but I believe if it was like oil and stuff, that was
Right.
always
Yeah.
done through the rescue squad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I looked in there, and some things just don't happen no matter how much you try. I see they were talking about they should be doing more outreach to the township as far as like CPR classes, training people to use defibrillators. That's a hard one. I'm not sure what else can be done to encourage residents to really do this. I mean, I was even at, probably you all were too, at the Rotary Fair, where they actually set up outside the gate, come in, learn CPR. And I'm not sure how many people took advantage of it. So, I mean, they also said make their board of directors more diverse, and you guys know how hard it is to get somebody to go onto a board or commission. I mean, I go to a lot of meetings, and I even see the same poor people plugging away at multiple boards and commissions, because it's hard to get people to volunteer. I mean, can't even get them out for one meeting, and I really encourage people, as you know. Now, there were 4 options that could be considered moving forward. You chose the RFP, which was option number 4. I'm not sure if they're allowed to answer this. How many RFPs were submitted? I mean, proposals for the RFP.
Well, there's only one proposal.
There's one proposal.
There's one
How many-
RFP out there. and
how
then
many
we'll get-
responses?
The responses aren't due yet.
Okay. I thought that they were being opened tomorrow morning.
No, it's been extended
Ah, okay. Do you know?
into February. I don't have the exact date.
I
If
believe it's
10th,
February 8th.
February 8th?
8th,
Oh,
8th
believe
or
so.
10th.
Great, thank you. Also, the statistical differences regarding the number of calls, because one of the things they discussed in here was that they were only saying maybe 5 calls a day, and it's hard to cover just 5 calls a day and be financially, in good shape. But I came up with 10 a day, so, but twice the number cited. But I'm assuming the possibilities are that it's a 3-year-old report. I'm not sure if there's a different way of counting the statistics or what that is. Because even when I worked for the police department, they had added something that before would be just an aid, or you're taking a car for some type of work, and now it's counted, and at the time it wasn't. So I'm not sure if there's a statistical difference historically, or if we've just become a bigger town and more people are willing to call a rescue squad. We're doing our part at my
I'm
house.
assuming there's a industry standard that was utilized by the professionals in the
Right.
report, as opposed to just trying to
Number
track
of
something
calls.
that we have no idea if it's a
Okay.
standard issue or not.
Okay. Also, I noticed on the outsourcing comments, on page 50, they were talking about accountability at the lowest cost for its citizens, but I was glad to notice that on page 22, the language said, it allows the township to select the best bid, not the low bid, which is nice. Also, do I understand correctly that even with the RFP, we don't necessarily have to decide to go ahead in that direction?
With all RFPs you could reject.
Right.
You could reject
It
them?
would
or-
be, yeah, it's
Well,
going to be,
Right, but we're looking
Case by
to,
case.
the issue of the RFP, the whole purpose of the process is to find the best opportunity for the township.
So I guess one of the possibilities is that HEMS submits one and is chosen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
They,
you.
they have they, like anybody else, and I hope they pick one up. I didn't follow who picked up the
Right.
bids, but hopefully they submit one, sure.
Okay. On page 48 of the report, Fitch footnoted a disclaimer regarding their contract with RWJUH Emergency Services, stated they had told you about it ahead of time. It would not affect their recommendations, yet RWJ Somerset, which a lot of people in town still know as Somerset Medical Center, provided information to the township regarding the provision of rescue squad services to the township. Fitch spoke with RWJ officials about their interest in becoming a rescue squad provider. So it didn't sound like they spoke to anybody else like who might want to submit a proposal. And I understood they said the services would be free, and I'm not sure what that business model is. I'm assuming they would spread the joy to other people who are clients, patients at the hospital. How can they free? My
Well,
mother is saying nothing in life is free.
That would be part of the bid process. We'll see what the proposals come back at. I don't know what they're going to bid.
Okay, I saw that they could say free, and I said, whoa, that's really nice.
That would be
Well,
great for
that-
the Hillsborough taxpayers,
Yeah.
though, wouldn't it?
would
Well,
love that.
that was one of my questions. How much for the Hillsborough tax? I mean, am I paying a nickel a year for my rescue squad, for my household? Or do you have any statistics on how much?
I believe
The
it's a
average-
few $100,000 a year.
Oh, wow, that's
plus
more than my
capital.
house.
Plus capital
I'm
expenses.
not obviously per person. I'm talking about,
Wow,
historically.
I'm still talking about per year.
okay. So it'd be 200,000 spread over,
No, I said a few $100,000.
okay.
I don't know the
Spread
exact
over how-
number.
If it was 500,000 tax-paying units and it was a $500,000 cost, it'd be a buck a household. Okay, just to use an example.
I don't know how many households are in town.
Okay. Now, the Fitch report is from 2016, and I wondered, there were a lot of recommendations. I believe they had about 52 at the end. Do you have any idea how many have already been instituted? I understand some of them, they were still ironing out the problems that year because Somerset County 911 took over dispatch for Hillsborough Police Department. So even a couple times in the report, they mentioned Somerset County has just taken it over, they were doing frequency things. Do you know how many of those notes in there or recommendations are already been taken care of
By HEMS?
by, well, I guess HEMS was who the report was studying.
You have to ask them.
Okay. And vehicle maintenance.
By the way, the report wasn't just studying HEMS, it was studying the overall,
Oh, yeah, the
look at the
volunteers
township.
and
No,
HEMS.
the overall, what would be best for the township?
Oh,
As
okay,
far
'cause
as
they,
what would an efficient rescue squad look like for a municipality of this character?
oh, okay. Okay, that's it, thank you.
Thank you. Any additional comments and items not on the agenda? Okay. Seeing none, we do not have any public hearings or introductions of new ordinances this evening, so we will now move on to the remainder of our considerations. Consideration number 2, resolution approving 2016 appropriation reserve transfers to miscellaneous trust. This resolution authorizes the transfer of funds of unexpended 2016 budget funds to the trust fund for use in future years as needed. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Comments from the dais? From the floor? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Commander Mashat.
Yes.
Commander Delcor.
Yes.
Commander Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor McCauley.
Yes.
Mayor Sarachi.
Yes. Consideration number 3, resolution authorizing the execution of a contract with Carachia Company for ADA compliant parking lot improvements at AVM Park in an amount not to exceed $28,925. 3 quotes were obtained for this necessary improvement. Carachia was found to be acceptable bidder. This project is being funded through the 2016 capital ordinance. May I have a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
Comments from the dais? I'll just state that in addition that with the 3 bids, there was significant difference between the high and the low, so bidding process worked as designed. Comments from the floor? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Commander Mashat.
Yes.
Commander Delcor.
Yes.
Commander Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor McCauley.
Yes.
Mayor Sarachi.
Yes. Consideration number 4, resolution authorizing the execution of a contract for employee assistance program, otherwise known as EAP, with Princeton Healthcare Systems for the period of March 1st, 2017 through December 31st, 2017, not to exceed $2,712.50. We had one provider submit a quote. The qualified purchasing agent recommends Princeton Healthcare Systems, who was the provider for the last 4 years for the Employee Assistant Program. By awarding the contract to Princeton Healthcare, it allows for continuity of services for those participants. This contract is for the 2017 contract period. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments from the dais?
Mayor, just wanted to say we've been very happy with the Princeton healthcare system with the employees, so definitely recommend voting on that tonight in favor. As I said, in the last 4 years, have been very successful at helping out the employees.
Excellent. Any additional comments from the floor? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Commander Mashat.
Yes.
Commander Delcor.
Yes.
Commander Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor McCauley.
Yes.
Mayor Sarachi.
Yes. Consideration number 5, resolution authorizing Mason Consulting, PA, to provide professional services associated with the recertification of quiet zones in the Township of Hillsborough in an amount not to exceed $8,000 pursuant to Mazer's proposal dated January 3rd, 2017. Mazer Consulting is the township engineer, and as such, this resolution authorizes them to perform professional services per their January 3rd proposal. Quiet zones, believe it or not, do expire. Therefore, in order to maintain the quiet zone, which I know a lot of residents do like them, it needs to be recertified to ensure that the required infrastructure improvements that were made at those crossings are functioning properly. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments from the dais?
Amazing that the township has to pay to recertify a federal statute like that. That's a shame we have to pay for it, but of course, the residents love it, so.
It's a small price.
Yes, agreed.
Any additional comments from the dais? From the floor? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Commander Bichette.
Yes.
Committeeman Delcor.
Yes.
Committeeman Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor McCauley.
Yes.
Mayor Sarachi.
Yes. Consideration number 6, resolution authorizing the hiring of Yuri Kinigopulo as a Public Works Worker 1 in the Township of Hillsborough Department of Public Works, effective January 25th, 2017, at a salary of $33,063 per year. There exists a vacancy in the Department of Public Works for the position of Public Works Worker 1. Let's see, Mr. Kinigopulo was part of the temporary summer workforce and received favorable remarks from both management and coworkers. He has been recommended by both the Director of Department of Public Works, I'm not sure I see him here, and the Administrator to fill this position. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Comments from the dais?
Yeah, we're very excited from the start. It's part of our summer program, and as you mentioned, Mayor, with Director Reserve, employee was very excited to begin full-time with the township, so I believe the summer program that we've been utilizing has helped with having the folks come on board, spend a couple months with DPW and Parks, and then become permanent employees. So he's very excited to start, and we're fortunate to have him.
Excellent. Any additional comments from the dais? From the floor? Roll call, please.
Commander Bichette.
Yes.
Committeeman Delcor.
Yes.
Committeeman Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor McCauley.
Yes.
Mayor Sarachi.
Yes.
Go ahead, Mayor. Keep going.
You gotta shut the mics. Okay. Consideration number 7, resolution authorizing the award of a non-fair and open professional services contract to Community Visiting Nurse Association for public health nursing services. The visiting nurse contract, recommended by the Board of Health, enables the township to meet the state-mandated requirements of the New Jersey Public Health Practice Standards. Hillsborough has had a long and successful relationship with the Community Visiting Nurse Association. They are particularly helpful in providing a well-staffed professional nursing pool, which helps with our many vaccination clinics throughout the year. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Comments from the dais? From the floor? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Commander Bichette.
Yes.
Committeeman Delcor.
Yes.
Committeeman Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor McCauley.
Yes.
Mayor Sarachi.
Yes. Consideration number 8, resolution authorizing the hiring of Ronald Christie as a full-time assistant supervisor in the Township of Hillsborough, in the Township of Hillsborough Department of Public Works, effective January 25th, 2017, at a salary of $66,000 per year. There exists a vacancy in the position of assistant supervisor in the Department of Public Works. Mr. Christie has been interviewed and recommended to fill the said vacancy, and I can see he is already on camera. So,
Twice.
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 This time counts.
That's all right, he doesn't have a twin. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Comments from the dais?
Yes, again, Mayor, myself and Deputy Mayor McCauley and Director Reserve had an opportunity to interview Mr. Christie, and it's definitely the type of supervisor we want to bring on board. So we had a lot of qualified candidates, and he became number 1 to the top. So we look forward to Mr. Christie joining us soon.
Excellent. Any comments from the floor? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Commander Bichette.
Yes.
Committeeman Delcor.
Yes.
Committeeman Thompson.
Yes, congratulations.
Deputy Mayor McCauley.
Yes.
And Mayor Sarachi.
Definitely yes, welcome aboard. See, consideration number 9. There you go. But there's no swearing in for you, so. Consideration number 9, resolution authorizing the award of a non-fair and open professionals contract to Zufall Health Center for the provision of health services for sexually transmitted diseases. This contract recommended by the Board of Health will offer screening services. This function would come under the certified public nurse, and by instituting this contract, we are still saving money versus having the position on staff. These services are utilized, and we are paying the same amount as all others in Somerset County. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Comments from the dais?
Yes, Mayor, just to be clear that it's my understanding this is a requirement under the state law that we have to provide these services. There's not any sort of epidemic here in Hillsborough, but again, we have the requirement to provide these services on behalf of our residents. So.
Thank you for that clarification. Any additional comments from dais? From the floor, seeing none, roll call, please.
Commander Bichette.
Yes.
Committeeman Delacqua.
Yes.
Committeeman Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor McCauley.
Yes.
Mayor Sarachi.
Yes. Consideration number 10, resolution authorizing the award of a contract to Lewis Graham Incorporated for Phase 2 restorations at the Vanderveer Harris House in amount not to exceed $207,650. This contract will address some severe structural conditions on the south side of the home, including the repair and restoration of the porch roof and supporting columns. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments from dais? Floor? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Commander Bichette.
Just a comment, I was out there just recently, and hopefully we get this contractor out there as soon as possible, because if not, it's going to fall off the house in no time. Yes.
Okay. Committeeman Delacqua.
Yes.
Committeeman Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor McCauley.
Yes.
Mayor Sarachi.
Yes. Moving on to the consent agenda, may I have a motion to approve this evening's consent agenda?
So moved, Mayor.
Second?
Comments from dais? Floor? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Committeeman Bichette.
Yes.
Committeeman Delacqua.
Yes.
Committeeman Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor McCauley.
Yes.
Mayor Sarachi.
Yes. May I have a motion to approve claims list 2017-02?
So moved.
Second.
Comments from dais? From the floor? Roll call, please.
Committeeman Bichette.
Yes.
Committeeman Delacqua. I'm sorry, did you say yes?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh,
Yes.
Committeeman Delacqua, okay, thank you. Committeeman Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor McCauley.
Yes.
Mayor Sarachi.
Yes, and this concludes our regular meeting for this evening. However, we do have an executive session. I will ask Ms. Bork to please read that resolution.
Whereas Section A of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975 permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas the Township Committee is of the opinion that such circumstances exist. Now, therefore, be resolved by the Township Committee of the Township of Hillsborough and the County of Somerset, State of New Jersey as follows. Number 1, the public shall be excluded from the discussion of the hereinafter specified subject matters. Number 2, the general nature of the subject matter to be discussed is as follows. Potential litigation, Hillsborough properties. Number 3, the Township Committee may take official action on those items discussed in the executive session upon the completion of the executive session. Number 4, the minutes of those discussions shall be made available to the public as soon as the matters under discussion are no longer confidential or sensitive in nature. Number 5, this resolution shall take effect immediately.
Mayor, can you repeat that? I missed a section.
It was like that old TV commercial with that guy. Really,
It's fast.
That's
Go.
great. I love it.
well done. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Comments from dais? Floor? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Committeeman Bichette.
Yes.
Committeeman Delacqua. Committeeman
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor McCauley.
Yes.
Mayor Sarachi.
Yes, and we will now move to executive session.